Tonight's video is going to be an update on Rick. I want to talk to you guys about some things here. We're going to go into some discussion. I'm going to look at the chat here in a few, but to give you guys that may be new to the channel, like what's going on, about 45 days ago, probably almost 60 days ago, I started a landscape company just to help out a friend in need, somebody who spent 22 years in prison, and it's been a journey. It's been a crazy journey, and I want to share with you guys here. But the last time we were live, Kim set up a GoFundMe, and I wanted to just take about a moment of your time to thank some people that helped out. There was 26 people that helped out in that GoFundMe, and I want to name them, just their first names. You know who you are: Brent, Linda, Debbie, Reed, Gary, Jesse, Ryan, Caleb, Charles, Lincoln, Alan, Mio, Jill, Yvette, CJ, Heather, Brittany, Carla, Tony, Dennis, Dorothy, Chris, and there were some people that posted anonymously. I want to thank you so much. You know, we live in a time in a world right now where man, you know, things can change in a moment, you know, in your life. And somebody like Rick, this guy spent 22 years in prison, and I can't expect for him to be like just a normal dude, right? Like, I'm just trying to help him out. There's issues, and if you watch that video where I was live with Rick and Jasper was there, you know, you heard his story, and there's no denying that the guy's lived a pretty rough life, and I can only go into so much detail about it. Like, I know he didn't even talk remotely close to what was going on, but it's been crazy, and I'm going to go through it tonight because a lot of people have been asking, like, what's going on, what's the updates, and so forth. So we're going to talk about that here tonight. I believe tonight's St. Patrick's Day, so shout out to all of you guys here. Let me go see what you guys are doing, because I don't have the feed up. Let me go pull it up right now so I can see what's going on. But hopefully you guys are doing great and doing amazing. Just being productive and living your life, you know. Let's see if we can find the feed. YouTube always seems to be a little craziness. Oh man, here we go. There I am. So let's look at some people that are in the chat here tonight. Jack says here, what happened to Rick? We're going to talk about that, Jack. Little Marvin, Bubble Wrap Memories, Jake from State Farm. Jake from State Farm, that's cool. Joanna, thanks for joining in, guys. Fantastic. Tennessee fines in 2019. How was Dutch Brothers? I think it's overrated, you know, but I just put out a video where they just opened up a Dutch Brothers in Casa Grande, so it was like the hype, you know, of the Facebook. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's the greatest, and I just drink coffee, so I didn't think it was all that. Hey, Lunch Break Picker. Hello, Sunshine and Marissa. Bubble Wrap Memories. Yeah, he says, Bubble Wrap Memories says, yes, things can change rapidly for sure. Been bankrupt and homeless and now back on my feet. Stable, job-loving wife and kid. Living the dream, man. That's awesome, dude. I'm telling you, man, you know, I mean, we've gone through struggles. There's no doubt about it, you know. But it's the fight. It's the fight to keep going, you know. That's what it's all about, you know. If you give up, then you give up, and you're done. But I believe that there's opportunities out there for everybody in this country or abroad, and you know, you just got to look at your life and say, what do you want to do? You know, I mean, the way I look at my life is, here's my life. So I want to be with my family, be with my kids, be with my wife, and just make it happen, you know, without a boss. You know, without somebody who is in control of my paycheck or my job, you know. And I learned that a long time ago, you know, running a couple businesses and also working for people, that it's terrible, you know, working for somebody and all of a sudden in a split notice they're throw you to the curb, and you know, you're trying to figure it out, going, wait a minute, I thought this is what life was about. I got a good job, and you know, I'm got a house and kids, and I'm paying these bills, and then somebody could just turn it off like that, and that's what's scary, and that's what I don't want, you know. I'll never do that unless I have to, but I know the rules at that point, right? And I'm just fortunate that I can come on YouTube here and talk to you guys and shoot the stuff here and I think isn't it St. Patrick's Day? Marissa says, where's Rick? We're going to talk about Rick really quick here, guys. Lunch Break Picker says, where's Jasper? Jasper he just disappeared. I've run him a couple times. Um, Good kid. I hope that he finds success in what he's doing, but he needs some help. There's no doubt about it. And just I thought I can help him. I thought I can help that. Just instilling in a young adult some good pointers into life of how life works and how work ethic is and saving money and all that stuff. But yeah, he's no longer with the crew. That's for sure. Yeah, fantastic Tennessee Finest 2019. Nothing beats Starbucks. I'm a Starbucks fanatic. I'll be honest. I love Starbucks. I don't know what it is. Hi, Brenda from Georgia Campground. That's cool. Thanks for joining in, Brenda. Johnny Swag. What's up, Global Voodoo? Just hanging here, guys. Muhammad says, hey, Mike, great to catch you live, sir. I'll pray for you so maybe you can stop drinking one day, sir. Yeah, definitely. I'm 43 years old, and I do like a cold beer here and there, but at the same point in time, it's like, one of these days I got to kick the habit, that and smoking. There's no doubt about it. YDTS Reselling Solutions. Mike, say hi to my daughter, Liliana. She's watching with me. Hi, Liliana. Hopefully you're doing amazing, and you guys are finding some solutions to reselling. Appreciate you watching here tonight. No Life 2692. Like someone older told me that we are like a paycheck away from being homeless as well. We can't look down on others. Exactly. And I'm telling you, I'm not here to sugarcoat life, right? To get viewership or to get likes or be popular here on YouTube. I'm telling you, man, a lot of people are a paycheck away from it ending. That's a reality. That's been like that for decades. And it's a scary situation. There's no doubt about it. And all of us that are out there making it happen and doing the best that we can, I applaud you. We got to look at things realistically. The economy is what it is, and the opportunities exist, but if you don't go out and make it happen, if you don't go out there and try to have a better life, shit, man, I'm being honest, a paycheck away. I could break my hip, paycheck away. So that's some truth there. No Life, no doubt about it. Helen says, watch out, Mike is pulling the GoFundMe scam. Trust me. We'll talk about the GoFundMe. I don't think it was a scam. It's up for you to decide. But, okay. Watch him. He's pulling a scam. Yeah, hey, I'm not asking anybody for any money here at all. I just, I'm being honest with you guys. I can sit here and talk about many different things, but I don't think, if you've been watching for a while, I'm not here to ask you for, I'll be honest. And if there's a young kid sitting around, just maybe pause it, but I'm not here to ask you for a fucking penny, honestly. So we'll sum up with that. And I apologize for the cussing, but you know what? My journey here on YouTube has been fun, but at the same point in time, it's been very discouraging. There's some sick people in this world that find joy in just putting down others and destroying people. And I've gone through my fair share. There's no doubt about it. But at the same point in time, I keep plugging along here. And that's the reality of it. Excuse me. And if nobody likes what I have to say, then, it is what it is. I've got a website, pickforprofit.com, right? I don't pimp it. I don't say, shit, you can't even join it. If you watch these other YouTube resellers, they're constantly selling you things, right? They're selling you bolo lists that was popular 4 years ago. Come on, you know what I mean? Get over it. Get over it, people, right? I think if you're watching here tonight, you're seeing a different YouTuber reseller than somebody offering mentorship to change your life, or somebody who they worked at freaking Cracker Barrel, but now they're rich. Right? There's a lot of shenanigans out here, and I'm not here to talk about that, but to call me some scam artist for the GoFundMe money that was given, right? What were we talking? It wasn't. I appreciate everybody that donated money to help out, but it's not like it was life-changing money at all means, right? So, but again, being realistically here, there's other people that will in the reselling community. This is what happens. This is how the reselling community got destroyed, to be honest with you. You know, everybody thought, I'm a big player, I'm this, that, and they built these channels, and they built these, you know, it's the whole eBay open mentality. Just network with others, you'll learn. Just hang out with me, and you'll be rich. And, you know, that's like 2014, guys, right? It's 2019. If you're giving people money, right, well, then they better be holding your hand to make sure you're accountable. Because, again, if I want to say, hey, listen, I'm going to decide at some point here, let's say, to charge for something, well, I'm going to hold your hand to the fire, make you successful. You know how many people have paid me and gave me some money, and I said, listen, let's see what we can do to make you money, and they don't want to work. They think there's some magic pill reselling, you know, but hey, you believe what you want to believe. Sorry about the rant. Johnny Swag says, may I please be an admin? I'll add you as an admin, bro. There you go, Johnny Swag. So, all right, let's talk about this here. You know, so here's the scenario. So we're at like 60 days with Rick, getting him involved. I put him on the YouTube channel here, and you know, the whole goal was to get him working, get him some cash. And we built this landscape thing, which has really taken off. I mean, it's kind of crazy how busy we are, you know, and just how busy. It's just amazing, the opportunity with nothing to start something. And that's what I find very, very intriguing about this landscape thing. I mean, I had Walmart call me today, believe it or not. They want me to start doing one of their properties out here, which was mind blowing to me. I'm like, really? Some dude in the garage here with freaking junkage. and I think this is where, you know, I'm focused on this, but I'm also focused on the reselling. But at the same point in time, it's like what we did here and shown on YouTube. It's just pure hustle, man. It's just going out there, knocking on doors, getting jobs. And now, I mean, I'm turning away jobs. I'm pricing jobs kind of through the roof because it's a lot of work, right? Some of these videos, if you've watched the lawn care lawn care stuff, you know, you look at that and you're like, oh, well, they were there for maybe an hour. There were some jobs that were there for 6-7 hours. You know, the landscape here in Arizona is a lot different than the best way I can describe it is where I used to live in Illinois. That was just all grass. There's rocks, man. You know, some of these yards are freaking craziness. And some people want to, you know, they want every weed pulled out of all those rocks. And that's very, very time consuming. And we charge extra for that, you know. Some people just want it sprayed. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, guys. If there's trolls here, there's nothing I can do. I mean, Johnny, I appreciate you being the admin here. You know, I don't know. I mean, my channel's always focused. Every time I do live things, the trolls come, you know. And then you got to ask yourself, who are these people? I mean, I don't know. It's just nuts. But everybody is sensitive these days. Everybody is like the Vino 88. It's just, I'm not here to censor people, but I will answer any question about anything if I see it come up. But at the same point in time, it's like, man, just chill, right? Let me just speak what I want to speak, and then, you know, I'll be more than happy to look at the comments. You want to call me an ass, or I'm scamming people on GoFundMe? Come on. Before I tell this story here, and I know I'm kind of in another direction. 3 or 4 years ago, I have this Facebook group, Resellers Roundtable. This individual came into the group and never really posted much, but had this sad story of his wife was pregnant with his kid, and they weren't sure if the kid would ever make it, right? And I felt bad. And he told the story, and I said, is there anything I can do to help? And he goes, yeah, can you share this GoFundMe and Resellers Roundtable? Now, this is a time when, you know, the Facebook group and reselling, I think at the point I was probably the top, Resellers Roundtable was the top Facebook group to be there. Now there's millions of groups, and everybody wants to be this, that. So I said, well, let me see what I could do, right? Let me share something. And it was crazy, and $2,000 in like 24 hours, this person, you know. But to find out that GoFundMe, maybe that money did help that individual, but that person never said thank you. That person never came back in the group to thank everybody in that group that actually donated that money. and money I donated for the cause. Never gave an update. It was like, dude, what the heck? And that's where society is crazy. That's where social media is nuts. That's where there's scams, you know? It's one of these things. So it's hard to it's hard to trust people, especially with the internet. No doubt about it, you know? So, all right, so here we go. All right, so the money that we got from the GoFundMe, now keep in mind, we've been working. And I've been working with Rick, and I'm like, here's pay, here's this, that. I said, the goal here is to get you out of my garage. He was living in my garage for, I think, 40 days. And I said, you know, we've been working every day, side projects, whatever it was, landscaping. He was making money. I'm like, you got to put this money away. The goal is to get your own place. So we were right there, and he's like, Mike, I got this place. It was cheap, dude. It's like freaking $400 a month to live. Now on top of that, you know, there's electricity, there's water, there's deposits for all that stuff. So I said, okay. I said, you know, tell me about this place. He goes, my buddy owns it or whatever, and I can get in it. I said, okay, cool. I said, so is this where we're at? He goes, yeah. So, excuse me. Got some sinus stuff going on. So all of a sudden I felt really comfortable with him going, okay, listen, you know what? I've got this GoFundMe money, which again it was way under $1,000, guys, right? Where I said to myself, okay, he's got money, he's making money every day. You know, I'm not his father, and I shouldn't be the one to hold his hand to go walk down the road and make sure he secures this building or this you know, duplex or whatever it was. But what ended up happening here is there was a lot of stuff in between it all where people, I never made the videos about it. You know, days where, I mean, he would not get up. I'd open this door, come out here. He would not, it'd be noon. I'm like, dude, we got to work. Get up, bro. What's going on? You know, there was this lethargic thing. And I'm not here to throw him under the bus, because, you know, he takes a certain medication that is like a methadone, and he hasn't had it in a while, and he wigs out, you know, and I feel bad. I mean, I called a couple of doctors. These doctors rape people, man, that have problems like this. No joke. They want $300 just to go see a doctor so they can prescribe this particular medicine. It's kind of sad. Like, I thought these places are here to help the homeless or the drug addicts, but no, they want your money. It's crazy. Seriously, I'm not lying. It's $300 just to get an appointment with these particular doctors that prescribe this certain pill. I mean, it's mind-blowing. So anyway, like, we've been going through that struggle. He's been going through that struggle. There's been days where, you know, he's sleeping in. You know, I got jobs at 9 in the morning. There was times I just said, okay, well, I couldn't wake him up. I'm like, all right, I'll be back. I did the job. I came back. There was times where I thought he left in the morning because he was sleeping in this garage. He can open the garage door, boop, off he goes. Then I thought he was here, and I thought he like left at 7 in the morning. To find out, I went through my daily routine. 3 in the afternoon comes, I come back out here. He's sleeping here. I'm like, dude, what's going on? What's going on, right? Somebody left a comment weeks back saying that, Mike, you know, you need to let him stay in your house. And why won't you let him shower in your house? And I do let him, I have let him shower in my house. You know, he was staying in my house. But, you know, you gotta understand my perspective, you know. I mean, I trust Rick, but I can't just have somebody that's not blood to me sleeping in my home, my kids. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so I just can't say, hey, listen, this is Mike's halfway house, and I'm gonna put people in my house. What do you think he would do to me? You know? So there were some situations where, and I'm not gonna go into great detail. I'll let you use your imagination about it, but there was a moment where he came in here, took showers, and also the same comment said that we didn't feed him. Okay? This man never had to drink or eat while he was under this roof. Period. Every night dinner comes, it was like the old freaking cowbell out in the farmhouse. Come on, freaking food's ready. We always had food, and we always included him. There was times where I'd come in here the next day and I'd be like, dude, you didn't eat that steak? You didn't eat that beef sandwich, dude? What is this? What, you're not hungry? So there was situations where we're giving him food. There was times he ate at our dinner room or our table. And there was times he didn't want to eat at our table and he came out here, only to find some of this food being thrown in the trash. And I'm like, well, what's going on here? This is nuts. So there was a circumstance that came up that, there's lots of circumstances. And that's why I want to get to the bottom of this tonight and share with you and tell you what's going on with it all, because I'm not airing dirty laundry to throw him under the rug. I love the man. I want him to succeed. I want him to find an opportunity. But I knew this going in when I shared this publicly on YouTube, that I've got to be transparent, and I am. So, there's circumstances where he'd get money and he'd be gone for 8 hours, right? I mean, he'd be like, I pay him. Here's the money, dude. I said, when you come back, I'll be back in an hour. I said, okay, we got this other gig going. We got something going on, man. 8 hours go by. And that was just a habit. Again, I'm not his father. I'm not his father by all means, so I can't. It's not my place to say, listen, I'm going to hold on to all your money, and whether you like it or not, that's just how it's going to be, because, again, I'm not the parent. All I am is the guy that's trying to be the guidance counselor towards getting you your own freedom, getting you the money by working, getting you money by getting your own place, right? Feeling good about yourself, building up his confidence. That's what I try to do. So there was days, he would just disappear after he got the money. And, in my mind, I'm thinking, man, really? No, he's not doing this, right? He ain't doing what I think he's doing. I never confronted him about it, I just was like, whatever. I've dealt with drug addicts, many of them. I have a soft heart, and I like to help people. But once I see people's true reality and see their drug addiction bottom out, I have to cut them off. Since we moved to Arizona, and even before Arizona in Illinois, 30, 40 people I've gone through. So this isn't my first rodeo with helping people, but it might be my last, because it's just crazy. So I know the story's all over the board, guys, but it's been crazy. There's so much to talk about. So there was a circumstance that came up where something was missing, a personal item of my daughter's. I'll leave it at that. And again, my kids like Rick. Nobody thought anything what was going on. But the circumstance came up. My daughter turned to me and she's like, Dad, this thing's missing. I said, you just double check to make sure that you didn't overlook it, it didn't get thrown out, or whatever it may be. Just do me that favor for the next hour and just try to find this item. And this item is very, very, let's just call it disposable, okay? Something that you might use in the bathroom. And she's like, no, it's gone. So the next morning, I turned to him. I said, listen, by chance, did you take this disposable item that might have been my daughter's? He goes, no. I said, you sure? I said, you got to tell me if you did. Because this disposable item here is a hygiene item that if somebody used it and had a blood disease or something of that nature, my daughter used that, right? And now it's missing. And when it was missing, it was broken when she last saw it, which wasn't broken prior to it. So it involves, shaving, okay? So that was a problem. So she says, listen, it's not here. And I'm being as transparent as I can be here. So I sat there, I told him, I said, dude, do you have this by any means? I mean, dude, it's an issue. Because, and maybe there's an explanation for it, whatever. So I felt like a dick. Yeah, here, plain shift. Yeah, you got it. It's kind of a touchy thing. I'm going to look at the comments here while I'm talking to you guys because I don't want to leave you guys out of it. I'm just trying to feed you in. So I felt like a jerk. I just didn't trust him at that point because I looked at my daughter and she's like, Dad, the only way it's gone is he took it and he used it. So he left. He got money. That was his thing. He got money, leave. And I went through his stuff. It was in my garage. I went through it. And I found it. And I found other things that were my belongings. So I was irritated. I was freaking like, are you kidding me? Right? I mean, I made a video weeks back with talking about tolerance for liars and thieves, and I just can't stand that. I can't stand that. So I'm digging through this stuff, and I mean, my blood is boiling, and I'm like, dude, I'm so freaking pissed, because all I'm trying to do is help. Well, I sit down, and I'm just trying to understand it all, and then I decided to dig more into his things. And I mean, we're just talking about like a duffel bag. That's what it was. And I had half the garage open, and he popped into the garage. Like, he walked up and was like, hey, what are you doing? And I opened the garage door, and I said, well, we need to freaking talk now. I said, you lied to me. You lied to me about the freaking razor, dude. No, that's not, what are you talking about? I said, I'm holding it. I'm like, dude, this was my daughter's. What's this? I said, and what's this? All this other stuff. Like, stuff that you guys, all this crap you see here. Like, people can look and go, dude, Mike, if somebody came in your garage or wherever and they knew and took something, you wouldn't notice it. I will. The sickness when you are like borderline hoarder or reseller, right? So there was things that he had where I was like, dude, what are you doing? And I'm just going to throw this out there. This is what the answer was. Listen, I use women's shavers. And I just thought it was mine. Okay. I forgave that. I said, listen, I can see how that might make sense. Because he did open his bag. And he does use women's razors. There was other razors in the bag. It's not like, and there were brand new razors in the bag. It was crazy. But I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to look past this. And I said, we can move forward here. I said, other than the other stuff, I said, it's trivial, right? I mean, I'm with this guy every day. We're working, man. We're pounding freaking rocks and pulling weeds out of people's yards. So I said, listen, okay. I said, let me figure this out, right? Because my daughter was pissed. And so, I tried to talk to my daughter about the scenario. I said, maybe, I said, you could see how this would be overlooked. He was taking a shower and just thought it was his razor. Well, that didn't fly. I'm being honest. It didn't fly. And she's my daughter. And all hell broke loose one night. She went off. And as her father, I have to be in her corner. So I gave him the ultimatum. And I told him, I said, listen, your days, you can't stay here anymore. Unfortunately. You broke this trust. You broke the circle. And I hated it. I was sick to my stomach because, like, I did believe what he said. Like, man, Mike, it was a mistake. But my daughter didn't feel right after that. You know what I mean? Like, so I told him, I said, you can't stay here anymore. Okay? So he was staying, I don't know where he was living. Just down the road, living on people's porches, sleeping at the church. I mean, I felt bad, but I couldn't bring him back here. Right? This was my problem. Yeah, and but every day he'd show up and he'd want more money, and we'd do jobs and this is that, and then he turns to me and he's like, I've got all this money saved up. I said, great. I said, let's get your own place because it's been chilly, for the past couple weeks here in Arizona. And I said, well, how much money do you have saved up? He's like, I got like $500. Now, keep in mind, I've got the GoFundMe money, me and Kim. They take a cut out of it, but I never gave it to him. So he tells me about this money. I said, where is it? Now it's at his friend's house or whatever. And I said, well, why don't we get you into this place for $400? Right? I mean, you can't be living on the street, bro. You got money here, and back of my mind, I'm like, I've got this GoFundMe money. So I said, talk to this guy, blah, blah, blah. So he talks to the guy, comes back. Me and Kim came out in this garage, and I said, dude, here. I hand him money. I handed everything that you 26 people on GoFundMe gave, minus the fees. And I handed it to him. I said, dude, this is everything you need right now to get your own place. Go get it. And he thanked me. Oh my God, my God. I said, this is amazing, dude. I said, we're making this happen. Again, remember, just because I threw him out of my garage, he was still in my life. We were still doing jobs every day. That was 8 days ago. So 8 days have gone by, and I've asked him, I said, well, did you get this place? Yeah, I got it. I said, where's it at? Because I didn't go. Again, I'm not being the dad. So a man tells me, hey, dude, I got my own place. Thanks, Mikey, for the money. And, well, I'm finding out now he's not staying in his place because he doesn't have the money to turn the power on. So that's an easy fix. Let's call the power company and figure this deal out. Why can't we figure this out? You shouldn't be sleeping at somebody's home where they're kind of, let's just say, convicted felons and people that are maybe labeled trouble because they spent time in prison, because that's where he's at, and so 2 nights ago, I'm like, hey, I said, man, let me go over to your house. I mean, I got stuff all over the place. What do you want, a coffee maker, fan? I mean, I got everything that somebody would need for household stuff. And, okay, yeah, that's what it was. But he would never take me there. And then the other night, it was like 34 degrees. I'm like, where'd you stay? He goes, well, I stayed in a place. I said, well, that's good. I said, I'm sure it's cold, but you got 4 walls. You don't have to worry about being out in the desert. He goes, yeah, but I left at 2 in the morning. I go, where'd you go? And he slept on somebody's porch. It was 30-something degrees, and the wind was blowing 40 miles an hour. I'm like, what are you doing? This doesn't make any sense. So, I'm just sitting here going, you know what? I'm trying. I'm still trying. We did a job. What's today? Thursday? Monday. Big job. Real estate guy. You'll see the video come out soon about it and everything. A fellow subscriber who was thankful. I was grateful enough where he said, hey, I want you guys to do this job. I'm like, okay. So the job was $300. We did it on Monday. They lived distances away where they couldn't pay same day. Okay. So I told Rick, I said, no problem, dude. I said, we'll figure it out. These are good people. Tuesday came, and Tuesday rained this week. Poured. Buckets. The guy was supposed to meet me Tuesday at this house we did. He said, Mike, it's raining. I'm not going to be out there because the only reason I'm going to go out there is because we have to photograph the house, blah, 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 blah. No problem, dude. Yeah, I trust you. So Rick shows up, 8:30 in the morning or 9:30. Say, where's the money? I go, I told you, dude. It's good. It's not today. And all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to get the Aryan Brotherhood after him. I'm going to take care of these people. We do not do jobs, Mike, unless we get paid the same day, he's telling me. I said, you're not living in the real world. I said, go take your ass down to Burger King and explain to them if you get the job, Burger King, right? No job in today's society, whether issuing you a check or working for the man, pays you same day. Except eBay, right? So we had this argument about it. And his anger because he couldn't get that money that day, turned into violence. I'm going to send the Brotherhood after them, and this is BS. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you talking like this? I said, I will get the money. Dude, relax. Every other job, you wait a week or 2 weeks to get a freaking paycheck. I said, so you need to go and think about that and come back in 2 hours. He pissed me off, talking nonsense. 2 hours go by. I'm sitting in the back of my mind, okay, you know what? Let me get him some cash. That's obviously what he wanted. Now, again, I didn't get paid for the job. So I went in my bank account, grabbed some money. I said, here's your money. Are you happy now? Can you get the Aryan Brotherhood off of our new customer, our new client? Do you think you could do that for me? Because 10 minutes ago, you were going to send the Brotherhood over here to go, pardon my French, beat up a real estate guy that gave us a lawn job. You see where I'm going, guys? So, that's what's going on. Fast forward to Wednesday, I meet with the great guy, and he's like, Mike, here's the money. I'm like, yeah, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Me and Rick in our job, and you'll see this video tomorrow. Turned to him like, hey, Rick said another job we're doing. I'm like, hey, bro. I said, I got that money for you. Got the money? All right, man, cool. I have not seen Rick, today's Thursday, since yesterday at 3:30. He was supposed to be here today to do some more jobs. I haven't seen him. His brother came to my house at 11:30 at night, banged me on the door. Where's Rick? I'm like, I'm not his dad. I don't know where he's at. I said, but is he okay? And the brother's like, well, I don't know. I'm like, well, and again, this is the brother that kicked him out of where he was originally living. So I'm just like, whatever, dude. I said, I haven't seen him at all. I don't know what's going on. I said, if I do see him, I have him call you. Now, somebody might be wondering here, when I'm going and doing these jobs with Rick and I'm dropping him off and quoting other stuff, I gave him an iPhone, an activated iPhone with a phone number so I can get a hold of him. Well, that disappeared. So, I tried to get in touch with him. But the reality of the way it stands right now is that he got paid good money yesterday and disappeared. Now, I hope nothing's happened to him, honestly. Because, again, we've got lawn jobs. And I want to pay him. And I want him to do the work. But he's MIA now. I'm not sure if he's got a place or not. I don't know. The friends that he hangs around with, some of them, I'm like Michael Corleone with this shit, dude. I'll be honest. Like, trying to get info out of people. And they're all telling me, oh, yeah, he's got the place. I'm like, okay. Maybe he's got the place. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But today was one of these things that I'm kind of, like, spoiling a video. But whatever. There was a storage unit that was ending today in Casa Grande that he knew about, and I told him about it. I said, I'm going to buy this unit because it had a bed, it had mattresses that were all sealed up. This was perfect for him, for me to buy this unit and take it right to his place, set up his freaking duplex, right? It was a total household unit. And if there's any other gems I could dig through, that'd be great. And I stressed this to him yesterday. I said, dude, you got to be here, man, because if this goes down, I need your help. And he left me hanging. Didn't even show up. Didn't even call. Nothing. So, that's the reality here. I don't feel like I see Jack says he fell off the wagon. I think so. When he was here, I dropped him off at like 2:30 with the money, and I said, hey, you got to come back here, dude, because I got to unload this truck and get the stuff out of here. I need your help with this. I'll be right back. All right. And he did come back, and I felt like for the first time he was high as a kite. Like, he couldn't talk. His tongue was twisted. His eyes, like when I would ask him things, his eyes would just roll in the back of his head, and he'd close his eyes to think really, really hard about answering. Because I think he knew that I knew that he was screwed up. You know? Sad. It really is. So, yeah, I don't know what it is, man. You know? Yeah, Charles is right. You know, his bad reputation will ruin yours in town, and that's where it's headed. You know, for example, today's job was that nice house that we painted all the fixtures to. These people have money, okay, lots of money, and they just need the errand boys, right? There was so much work over there, but I couldn't go there today with Rick, so I went by myself. And she's like, "Where's Rick?" And I made an excuse up. She's like, "I got all this stuff going on," and she's a lovely woman. She went to Las Vegas last weekend. She's like, and she's messaging me at the casino. This is a lawn customer. Just a woman on the road has got a very, very nice house. If I win it big, there's bonuses for you and Rick. Tell Rick that. And I told him. I mean, just good people. But I went there today, and, you know, there was... it's just me and Rick doing these lawn jobs. But if she can't show up, and you'll see this in tomorrow's video, I got to start thinking about two things. One, do we just... the hell with it, it's over now? Rick ruined it? Mike doesn't want the landscape? No. Or do we go, hey, listen, if Rick comes around, I'll still help him here, but I can only help so much. Where I'd have to actually hire somebody to help me do these jobs. Because I can't let cash slip. Would you guys? I mean, here. You got a good landscape. I mean, we've done 80 to 90 separate customers' jobs in like 55, 60 days. I got a reputation now. People on Facebook are promoting us. They're giving us... I got 5-star reviews on my Facebook page. Sunshine says, cut him loose. Find somebody who wants to work, to help with the work. Yeah. I mean... Joanna says, my husband's stepbrother is in prison, incarcerated, and drug addict. He's out for maybe 8 months before he robs someone's house, and he's back in prison. Not worth helping. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame. Yeah, Mark says it's a shame because you could tell Rick had some skills in the painting job. Yeah, but there was some sloppiness in the painting job that I addressed in front of him. This never made in the video, but I thought I handled it the correct way because the customer was like, I'm not happy with the door. And I said, well, you shouldn't be happy with the door because it looks like shit. I said it right in front of Rick. And he flipped. I said, ma'am, we're going to handle this the right way. Yes, it looks like shit, and we're going to handle this. And I chewed him a new one right in front of her. You know? He got pissed off at me with that, and how could you do that to me? I said, because look at the detail. You can't tell her, this customer, paying customer, you're done with it when it looks like shit. So I got to be the one confronting it, right? Back in the day, I used to sell these high-end robotic machinery, water jets, and that would cut granite and stone and all types of stuff, right? And I would go into multi-million-dollar homes of people that spent $200,000 putting in granite countertops, like craziness, right? And a couple of my buddies, they had this business of stone fabrication, and I'd go around, and there was a buddy of mine in Indiana. If you've been watching for a long time, his name was Josh. Maybe back in the Spreecast days, you might have saw him. I did a live thing with him. But I'd go to his job sites because he needed help. And when I realized when I go to the job sites, the customer's like, look what they did to my cabinets. Look at the gap in my countertop. So instead of saying to the customer, oh, ma'am, we'll fix this, yeah, or ma'am, no, because most people, this is what they do. No, man, that's how it should be, right? They lie to people. That's how it should be, and you're going to have to accept that fact. That's what a lot of blue-collar people do, white-collar, whatever it is. But a lot of, when it comes to hands-on stuff, that's a lot of freaking people do. They just push it off. Oh, yes, it's a mistake, but, you know, it's not that bad. I throw fits. Customer says, look at the gap in my countertop. I'm like, oh my God, yeah. I mean, Jesus, you can lose a freaking child in that gap between the fridge and the freaking, the stove. That needs to be fixed. It does, right? I'm like, yeah, you're damn right it does. I'm gonna get that fixed for you right now. That was what I was doing. The customers love me then because I fixed their freaking problem. So here I am with the door, and she's looking at it. Dude, she came out with a freaking grinder. She's like, I'll just do it myself. I'm like, no, you paid us good money to do it. You ain't grinding anything down. He's going to grind it down. If he can't do it, I'll do it. But at the end of the day, we're going to fix this door and make it look better than your expectations. Because right now, this is like a kid in a candy store screwing up a door. And you have this $800,000 home, which anywhere else in the country is $3 or $4 million. We're going to do the door right. I got shit out for that, right? But the customer loved me then because I corrected the problem. You see what I'm saying? Like, thanks, Gary. I appreciate the super chat, man. Dude, buy a beer on me. Yeah, appreciate it. I'm amped up, guys. I mean, I appreciate all of you guys. I really do, man. I mean, 7-8 years making these YouTube videos, and here I am sitting here drinking a beer, getting ready to have a smoke, telling you about what's just really happening. And to know that there's good people out here that see things and see how reselling is or see how life is, it's amazing because I could tell Kim, and she knows about it, man. I mean, she knows about all this stuff we're trying to do, man, and it's just hard because I envision this, the way it's at right now, to make a video, and it's like, he got his own place. That would be the video. And we walk in there, and, man, you know what? He's just straight as an arrow. And I could show it to you guys, but that's not the reality here. And I'm not scamming anybody at GoFundMe. I gave him the money. And I feel guilty now thinking about all this before I came live. About maybe I screwed up because maybe I should have held the money, even though I should have held some of his money, the GoFundMe money and some of his pay money, to physically go there and make sure it happened. Right? But I didn't. Right? Yeah, Chrissy says, we know, but we can't control the people. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't want to control people. I don't want him to feel like I'm controlling him. I wanted to give him his own freedom, In that video where, Jasper came along and I handed him the money. I said, pay him. I said, you're his boss. Pay him. And he loved that. These little things that, I don't know, man. It's just rough, No Life says, I hope Rick sees this and what he has done wrong and apologizes and should own his own mistakes. Should be ashamed. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I've thrown him out of my life. It's not like I've thrown him away from that he can't come here tomorrow and work. I got 4 jobs tomorrow. I got 4. Here's my schedule for tomorrow. I got 4 jobs tomorrow. I got orders to package up. There's this killer garage sales, and I've got some. I don't know, I guess I got the deal of a lifetime for some new smart home life security thing that these people are coming to install, which is great because I get crazy people out here. But like it's hectic as it is, but now it's like, it's just me. How am I going to do 4 lawn jobs tomorrow with no help? I'm going to have to figure it out. Because I can't sit here at whatever time it is and go, well, I haven't seen him all day, and I need, I can't blow these customers off. So what's going to happen? I'm going to sit here after we're done with this little chit chat, and I got to post on Facebook who wants to work for cash tomorrow. Rise and shine, man. Yeah, Jack says you're not his father. I mean, hey, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, for what you guys just heard about all this, I mean, I'm sure we could all do things differently. And I'm sure there's things I could have done differently, but the way it stands right now is what it is. I mean, he's made money, right? I mean, he's lived in this garage here. He's gotten fed. We've done his laundry. Anything he's ever wanted. What do you need? A cup of coffee? No problem. Take a shower? No problem. What else am I supposed to do? And he's getting paid every day. I've done my part. So, I mean, if he comes around tomorrow, hey, you want to work? You gonna be a part of this? Yeah, bro, I need it. Money. Well, great. Right? But these little faults here, these getting the money and disappearing for hours and not showing up. I mean, as a how do I say this? Because it's not what I'm really doing with the landscape. It's not a business because I'm not a business owner on paper, but I have these jobs. So as a business owner, what would you do? Honestly, what would you guys do? What do you tell them? Yeah, 5S5555. I'm late. This sounds exactly like the stuff that used to happen to me. Yeah, I don't know. J Marsh Auctions. He's the one that should feel bad, not you. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad because I know. I'm really truly hoping that he does have this place. He swore to me that he has, like a brotherly bond. I've asked him 100 times. When I gave him that GoFundMe money, I knew there was a responsibility I had because you good people, the 26 people that that night, that whole night when I did that live video, I wasn't even going to do a GoFundMe. That was Kim's doing. She came out there to left field and was like, all right, set up a GoFundMe because some of you were asking. And 26 amazing people donated that money. And I thought at the time was right. I mean, he might have a place. I don't know. But I would feel like a schmuck that if that money, which again was, if you go look at the GoFundMe page, I mean, anywhere in America, the money that was donated couldn't get you anywhere except here in Arizona, where I'm at. You know? Oh. Yeah, I think, Charles, you're right. He says, turn off the money, you'll never see him again. And here's the thing. Again, this isn't like I just met this guy. I've known him for years. He's disappeared before. But there has been times, even a couple years ago, where I didn't have any work for him. And I would tell him, I'm like, dude, I don't have money for you today. Okay, and he'd be gone. Back to that, back to that story about the job we had with the real estate company that he was supposed to get paid that day, and I went into my bank account, gave him money, right? That was like at 9:30 at night, $40 cash is what I gave him. He showed up the next morning at 9, and he goes, hey, bro, can you buy me a pack of smokes? I said, dude, what do you mean buy you a pack of smokes? I just gave you $40 at 9 o'clock last night. Not even 12 hours ago. What did you do? Well, I bought 2 packs of cigarettes and I bought dinner. Now, it's not like he smokes Marlboros. He's smoking like the cheap stuff, right? $5 a pack. I said, it's okay, 2 packs is $10. Let's say he lived it up and got himself a freaking, in this little crappy town I live in, a $15 meal. That's only $25. You should have $15 left. Again, not trying to be his dad. But I said, dude, that doesn't add up in my head. It's not like you went and stayed at a hotel or whatever. Where's the money? I don't have it. Stop treating me like this, Mike. Why do you got to talk to me like this? Why do I have to beg you for money? I'm like, dude, I just gave you money. Just gave you freaking money, dude. What do you want from me? And that would happen every time, every day. Once these jobs are coming, shit, how could you spend $200? Well, I know how you could spend it if you're a drug addict. $200 is nothing, right? I don't know, man. Ticketmaster Mike, can I have a loan? Yeah. Shit, man, I need a loan, people. So here, that was the story here. A lot of people were asking about it, and I'm throwing it one-sided, obviously, And if he was sitting here right now, he would tell his one side of it. I think for a lot of you that watch, I'm pretty transparent and honest about things. I mean, I don't want him to be homeless. I don't want him to screw up. I don't want him to not show up. I want him to succeed. This is what this whole thing was built for. You know what I mean? I want this to happen for him. Because what do I need to do this for? What do I need to do landscaping for? Seriously, think about it. Other than to help somebody. I love landscaping, but now I'm looking at this, never tried it in my life, doing it to help a friend, going, wait a minute, there's money here. And I'm still reselling. I mean, I still get my money from Amazon. I mean, I get stuff selling every day. You know? I was just doing this because it was a little bit, I was doing it because it was, all these years with reselling, no joke, it was a distraction, you know, from just the grind of sitting there in front of a computer every day when I've already put the time in. I've already put the time and effort in. I've already put the money in. I've made money, right, with reselling. I make money every day. 10, 15 years ago, shit, I'd make $200,000, $300,000, right? And I was smart with my money. I saved the money, did things with money. Shit, I could screw around and just let's go play thrift store and make videos on YouTube all day and still be okay. This was a new challenge for me, is what I guess what I'm getting at. This was a challenge for me to go, can I change somebody? Can I help somebody? Can I build a business with something? And we did. But the problem is now it's the reliability, you know? I mean, like I said, I got jobs lined up for the next 2 weeks. If I can't rely on them, what am I going to do? I just can't say, oh, well, the operation is done, let's shut the door. No. Because here's the number one reason why to keep continuing with the landscaping thing is because of this. And I haven't talked about it, but the reality is I can run this business without picking up a tool if I put the right things in place. Finding the right workers, I could just be the guy that just, I'm the guy that gets the jobs. So in between reselling, being dad, being a husband, all I'm doing is just, oh, Betsy, yeah? All right, tell me about your yard. You need some weeds pulled? Okay, all right. Okay, you need them sprayed? Yep. All right, when do you want to get this done? I need it done ASAP because I am in an HOA and I'm getting fined $500. Okay, so we can be out there tomorrow, the next day for $300. Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair? It's because that's going to be $200 cheaper than what your fine would be because nobody else is going to do it. And I just take that phone call all day. And I just have a crew. Right? That's how I build the business. I register the business name. It's like it's just a social media thing. And I'm just monitoring it. But finding the right piece of the puzzle to put in the mix. See, the Rick puzzle with me was help him out, get him on his feet, but then he was going to be the freaking manager, the foreman, the boss, right? And all I was going to do was just drive him over there. Man, that's a freaking gig. It's a gig. Hey, thanks, Krillin. Appreciate the super chat. Keeping it real, hire undocumented. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just... Yeah, Charles, I mean, you guys are good people, man. I'm bouncing this off with you because it's frustrating. I mean, I've got so much going on in my life. My dog's sick. Freaking Bear. I mean, I just spent $1,000 yesterday. $1,000 at the vet for blood work for my dog because he's hacking up like he's this bark I've never heard before. It's terrible. It's like he's choking. And $1,000. I got my own problems. Trust me, right? And I don't want anything to happen to that dog. And there's no GoFundMe for Bear. Trust me. For some of you that are watching, oh, here he comes, dude. Next video, GoFundMe Bear. But it's just life. It's real, and shit happens. Yeah, Mark Smith says you have two things that are ever more rare in this world: passion and caring. I do, you know, and I hope that shines through. Mark, honestly, and a lot of you guys are watching, because if any one of you that are watching tonight ever needed something, advice, or hey, Mike, look at my eBay or whatever, message me, right? There's no greater feeling than helping somebody that wants to help themselves, right? And when you can give them some advice, and then they come back to you, that worked, man, or man, I'm rolling now, man. I just need the encouragement, man. That's what it's all about. That's what this whole YouTube channel is about. The encouragement to go out there and freaking make it happen. That's it. And there's some craziness. There's some junkage. There's a lot of things, but that's what keeps me floating here, and it keeps me, your comments, and you guys that watch the videos, that's just what it's all about, Claudette says, my dog had a bad cough like that, hacked it, turned out to be his heart. He lived to be 15 with the help of meds. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Because that's what they ran the blood test yesterday. They expedited it. That's probably why it was $1,000. Oh, God, I should be a vet. Anyway, they came back today and said all the blood work was good, but there was these two possibilities, like an esophagus failing on the dog or something, and something about a flapper. Thanks, Wally, man. Appreciate it, man. I hope you're out there doing wonders, man. Definitely, no doubt about it. Hey, Mike, Just Click Riches, dealing with employees is a whole different concept. It is. I don't think people in the reselling community talk too lightly about employees. You're hearing this side of the story of just this landscape stuff, right? I know Mike Just Click Riches, if you go follow him, he's had employees. I mean, I've had employees in my reselling business. It's difficult. Life's difficult. But I think, with reselling, figure your own stuff out. Figure your own shit out first before you start hiring somebody to come in your mess. You know what I mean? Take care of yourself. Like Flextron said, you should become a pimp. I don't think Kim would like that. Yeah, Charles, thanks, man. You give real world daily life, no fake news on this channel. I mean, that's just the reality of it, man. I mean, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything, man. I'm just trying to say, listen, the fact is this: reselling works if you put the time and the grind in, and the opportunity in, right? 2, believe in yourself, and anything is possible. Anything is. I haven't worked for somebody in 2 decades. And I'm not going back. That is my goal, right? I'm 43, but if I have to, then I have to. But that'd be the last thing I want to do. But if it means I have to put food on the table to get my kid through college, get my other kid through college, I'll do whatever the hell I gotta do. If that means if I gotta freaking do Anthony Robbins, walk on freaking flames, or whatever it is, dude, I'm game. You know what I mean? I'm game to keep the legacy, to keep the family going. But at the same point in time, I'm not here to waste anybody's time about, here, if you just buy this, or, just go thrift stores and buy clothing, you'll be rich. No. You need to go buy not just the cool t-shirts, buy the DVD combos, buy whatever makes money now. List it on Facebook Marketplace. List it on OfferUp. Find these opportunities, man. Because if you're that hungry for success, and if you're not hungry for that word success yet, but you're hungry for just, wait a minute, Mike, I want to just get through the next 30 days, man, because these bills are coming up, and my little girl over here needs freaking food, or whatever this story is, you got to go out there and fight. And I am telling you something. Believe it or not, the thrift game is a brilliant thing, because I'll tell you what, you can go, if you're consistent, man, there's angels in this world. This whole condo, the Asian girl that's on Netflix, right? She came out with the show, and it don't spark joy. No spark joy, you throw it in bin, right? No spark joy, you give it away. Me and Kim watched this when it first debuted, and I'm like, damn, this is good. This is really good. I said to Kim, that don't spark joy? Does it spark joy, Kim? She's like, no. I said, why do we have it? And you're talking to the guy that, I'm sitting in his garage right now going, does this spark joy? No. Does that spark joy? No. None of this sparks joy. It sparks cash. I see there's money here. I could sell it. I'll eventually sell it. Somebody might buy it for me. But there was the craze of Maria Kondo, and people were donating things. I went today for 5 minutes and found $150 of stuff at a thrift store. So imagine if I am out there. I haven't been out there like a hardcore thrift hustler in 4 years. Honestly. I don't need to. But to some people that do, shit, there's gold at the thrift store. There really is. Or a storage unit or whatever, man. You gotta be hungry enough to want it. I think that's the thing. And believe in it. And if you believe you're going to find opportunities today, you're going to find them. Because trust me, when I started this landscape thing, I said, man, who's gonna hire some dudes to cut their grass? Right? Who? Shit, we've had people pay $800 to do the yard. Is that nuts? $800 to clean up their freaking yard. We showed up. Boop, 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 boop. We cleaned it. Rick's a worker, man. You put Rick in the corner, dude, he'll freaking crush it with a yard. But don't ever think that you can't make something happen. Because you can. You totally can. Yeah, Five's right. OfferUp has the worst customers ever. Worse than Craigslist. Yeah. The local scene. Oh, God. I mean, it's difficult, but you got to do it. Because some of this stuff, like I sold, if you watched today's video, I sold that DVD combo, or that DVD TV thing, combo, whatever. I don't know. $20. Yeah, $20. But I was looking on OfferUp. There was 15 other listings for the same little like TV with a DVD player in it. $5-10 on OfferUp. I'm like, man, shit. I've always done well with those. $20 at least. I sold that within like an hour. I had like 30 replies. Because people were using them for two different purposes. One was using them for their RV to have a little TV in there. The other was using it for their kids. So, but yeah, there's a lot of flakes with OfferUp and Facebook. It'll drive you nuts. Hey, Jasper's in the house. Bamboo 10K. Hey, Mike, sorry, man, I've been working so much. But if you need help one of these days, text me. You got it, bro. No doubt, Jasper. Subscribe to Jasper. Bamboo 10K. Jasper's a good kid. No doubt about it. Appreciate you stopping by, Jasper. GC Hustle Hawaii. Always love Mike's positivity. Thanks, man. I just try to encourage you guys. That's it. That's the reality here, man. And the reality here is Rick's not thrown to the curb or anything like that. It's just, Rick, where are you? Right? Why can't we get back on the rope, bro? Why can't you jump back in the boat? This boat's a sailing, man. This boat's got opportunity. And just today, sitting there talking to, and I know this is freaking pity. But it reminded me of my days when, I was selling these robotic machinery or I was doing freight forwarding. And I had no problem contacting Fortune 500 customers, banging on $1 million doors to get business. But when I had podunk Walmart down the road calling me, asking me for a quote to do their lawn maintenance. I mean, it's ridiculous thinking like, but you know what? That would be a freaking excellent account. I bet they pay good, hopefully. They got a lot of land. I mean, shit. What would you guys charge? Seriously, what would you charge to do the landscape and maintenance at Walmart? I'm looking in the comments. Well, I mean, that's got to be $1,000 job. Twice, 2-3 times a month, $3,000. Yeah, Michael Barry says 1,000. That's good money, man. The commercial stuff. David says $1,500. Mark says Walmart pays huge bucks for all sorts of local services, from grass cutting to writing mower maintenance and setup. Yeah. See, this guy I was talking to, he's like, dude, all this other things. I'm like, whoa, really? Ray says $1,500. Plane Shift says $450. Fantastic Tennessee Finds $1,300. Mike just click Rich's $1,000 a month. Sneakerhead 619 says, how's Jasper? He's in the comments. Check him out live. He's right there. Bamboo 10K. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm not saying that's like the holy grail of landscaping is getting Walmart, but I mean, I'd be proud of that. I'd be proud to go, hey, we do residential stuff, but our one of our good customers is little company, Walmart, right? Yeah. Big Papa says $1,200. Yeah, see, Cross-Eye Box Break says an additional 90% off their clearance items. I work the game, man. I do the landscaping. Then I go through the back door. I'm like, all right, hey, you saw the parking lot it was a mess, guys, right? You talk to the manager. Listen, I need a heads up. I need to know. And I don't want to go to this Walmart to dig through shelves because there's a big ass distribution center over here. I said, just send me over there and just tell me to fill up a pallet. I'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, Jasper, I'll be in touch, dude. I mean, Miles says I need new gardeners and we pay $200 a month for our place, but won't hire druggies. Yeah. Flextron, you should make a crew of male strippers. Yeah. Can you believe that? I mean, they have coffee places out here in Arizona where, like, the women look like maybe sexist. I don't know, man. It's like Hooters, but really, like, skanky, serving coffee. I don't know. Yeah, Robert, great question. Ever think of paying Rick on Fridays only? Yes, we've had this discussion with me and Kim, and another good friend of mine, and this is what I was trying to put into his head of a real world scenario, right? I mean, if you're working for somebody or you're working, not every job's a cash job, right? Like, same day. So I thought if I got him on a schedule, and that's what we were weaning to, was just, hey, listen, work for me this week. If you need $20, you need a pack of smokes or Gatorade or whatever it is, I got you, right? But the majority of your money comes Friday at 5. Be proud of that big money, right? No matter what it is. But that way you've got initiative to work, you know? I've tried that, and well, I haven't implemented it. I've talked to him about it, and he said that would not work for him. And then one of his other friends, and one of my other neighbors came over here, and he told me, he goes, well, you can't do that. I said, do what? He's like, you can't expect somebody to work all day long and have them come on Friday to get a paycheck when it's Monday. I said, why not? Everybody else does that. Shit. No, man, that nobody's going to work for you. No landscaper's going to work for you. I said, I don't give a shit. I said, somebody's going to work for me. Because once I put this in the books, and once it becomes LLC, Mike's Landscaping, or whatever it is, well, how do people think they're going to get paid? You think I'm going to sit there? Here's the thing. You think I'm going to go to Walmart if Walmart says, all right, Mike, you won the bid? And I go to Walmart and say, hey, I just cut all your grass, and I just blew all the sidewalks. Can I get paid today? What do you think they're going to... Do you think there's anybody at Walmart that's even going to have an answer for me with that? No. I mean, that's real world shit. No, dude, Walmart pays you once a month. Shit, who knows? I haven't gone that far with the guy yet. He might say, dude, we paid 90 days out. No, in Walmart. Cheap bastards. Right? So, No Life says, jobs don't pay for almost 2 weeks of paycheck. My older friend told me, and some do like a month pay. Yeah, I mean, when I had jobs, every job I had, I never got paid daily with cash, except for doing the eBay shit. Every other job was like monthly, bi-weekly, weekly. Shit, I worked at Portillo's. Anybody's familiar with Portillo's? That was my first job. Freaking Dick Portillo. He'd come in there. It was in, where the hell was that? Medina, Illinois? It was one of the 10 stores with Portillo's, hot dogs, and beef sandwiches. But Dick Portillo was always there. Dude, break my balls. I'd be making the beef sandwiches. You're putting too much beef on them. What do you mean put too much beef? The guy brought out a scale. Put the scale next to the beef sandwiches and said, that's how you weigh them. It's got to be this amount. I forgot what it was, like freaking 5 ounces. I'm like, really? Yeah, man, how much money you're pissing away? Hey, but he was Dick Portillo. And I was just a freaking dude making $5.85 an hour at 16. I was just happy to get a job. And I'm like, whatever you want, Mr. Portillo. Whatever you want. But I couldn't go to Mr. Portillo after I was done making beef sandwiches, right, for 7 hours. Hey, Dick, listen, you know what? You got a great business model here, and I helped you out with the beef station today, right? I crushed it, right? We didn't get any returns on the beefs, did we? I used the scale, right, Dick? Yeah. Life's good. Business is great here. Shit, you got The parking lot gets wrapped around at lunchtime. I mean, nobody even uses the drive-through microphone. You actually have to have people out there because it's that long. But can I get fucking paid today? And here's what Dick Portillo says. Excuse me? No, Dick, listen. I'm being honest. I worked all day today, man, and I just need money for smokes or whatever it may be. Can you pay me today? Dick Portillo walks away. Or Dick Portillo goes, shit, I've got 80 employees here at this one Portillo's, and I got to worry about you asking me for freaking $40? No, let's see, $5.85 times 7 hours, $35 and minus taxes? What does Dick Portillo do? He'd probably sit there to the manager and say, listen, you know what? Mike's cool, he's good with beef sandwiches, but explain to him how this job works. Right? Okay, so. Yeah, Barry says Dick sold out a couple of years ago for $50 million. Hey, Barry, I got your email. I never got back to you. We got to stay in touch, man, because you live up in Phoenix, and we gotta get in touch, dude. I apologize for getting back to touch with you, but let's talk. Hold on, I gotta leave this comment here. Jack Matt says Dick told you to F off. Yeah, right. But yeah, Barry, you're right. Dick sold it, and I mean, look at the operation now. I mean, that's a dude. I mean, it's a great story. He's got a book out. I'm not trying to pimp the book, but it's a good read about starting that little hot dog stand, man. Like, it was this little hot dog stand that now is, I mean, it's famous. And the guy made freaking buku bucks doing it. Yeah. Hey, yeah, perfect. XVHK Green. He's acting like he owns the business. Right on, dude. That's how it is. Right on. And that's the point here, it's just build something, man. And so whatever the journey goes to here, guys, because I know it's lengthy here, but I wanted to get that off my chest to let you guys know what's going on, because I know a lot of you are concerned, and the 26 people that donated money, I appreciate it. I really do. And I can assure you that me and Kim gave him the money. I hope everything's true with what he says, that he has his own place. Time will tell. But if not, I mean, it's sad, But I wanted to come here tonight to tell you the story and look at it multiple different ways. Look at it as like, okay, if maybe one day you're trying to help somebody, and you have the means to do so, with work or whatever it may be. I'm not giving up on him, by all means. I hope he comes around, but just look at the story of like, listen, you know what? Everybody needs a second chance, and everybody needs to believe that tomorrow's another day. I mean, the world's rough. It's a rough place. And the only light sometimes is your family or your loved ones. I mean, social media is a wreck. It's a wreck, man, isn't it? You go on Facebook and scroll through. Shit, you guys should see my Facebook. When I scroll through it, oh my God. I got an 18-year-old kid with this Amazon pitch, he's trying to sell me something. I'm like, dude, really? And then I got bearded lazy guy promoting, join my Bolo group, right? I'm like, dude, what is this? It's craziness. It's all craziness, people. But what's craziness? When there's craziness, there's truthfulness. There's being a good person. There's doing everything you can to survive, to make the world a better place. That's all I'm trying to do. So if you found anything offensive I said tonight, I'm sorry. If you can relate to me, thank you guys. I really appreciate all the support tonight. And go out there and just be great. Make the life you want possible. And there's just gonna be shit thrown at you at every angle. But you just gotta fight through it and just believe, no matter what situation you're in, that there's a better day. And trust me, there is. I'll have a video coming out next week about the time I wanted to kill myself. And that day changed my life. And I want to share this story with you guys because I've come so far here on YouTube with these 7 years of life that I feel like if I can just be, if I don't want to be like these other YouTube resellers. I don't think I need to be, after 7 years, like, how to increase sales on eBay. Is that what you guys want? Because if you want that, go look back at the videos. I think my journey here is now, hey, where's reselling taking me? What are we still doing? When are we going to the thrift store? When is Mike going to sell the flea market? But I think what I can give to a lot of you is some expertise, some real world life experiences, and trying different things. That's it. And by opening up more, being more personable, like maybe learning more about my background, maybe there's something there that you can see. If it ever happens to you where you feel like, suicide might be an option, or you're worried about because you're not perfect white teeth, or how to build a YouTube channel from some schmuck. You know what I mean? I just want to keep it real. That's it. So I appreciate all you guys here hanging out. Go be great. Go be amazing. And just make it happen, man. Treasures are out there. Treasures are out there. No doubt about it. You got to find them. You got to be a modern day pirate. And you got to go around and you got to move some things. You might have to kick some people. You might have to drive through a neighborhood like I did in the last video for 30, 40 minutes going, there's nothing here. And just give up and say, oh, you know what? Reselling doesn't work. Or you fight through with it and you find another neighborhood until you find something where you can make some money. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate all the support. I want to personally thank all of you 26 people that donated through the GoFundMe. It is not a scam. And this story is not over yet. I just hope to God he's okay. I'm worried. Sick. 24 hours. I haven't heard from him. I haven't seen him. That's not like him. So, go be great.